You can get all your D4Reals at Big Bad Toy Store, but order quick because they go fast at the link in the description down below. Kaiju, Dragon Ball, Pokemon, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews. Hello there, Collector Steven here once again with another D4Real figure review for you. And today, we're going to be taking a look at the D4Real Godzilla. That's right, Godzilla. His name is on the box. His trademark logo is on the box. X Plus used Godzilla in the name 1998. This ain't Zilla, this is Godzilla. This will be a review of both the standard plus the Rick bonus. Oh yeah, it's Godzilla, oh yeah. Anyway, this is going to be one of the first higher-end collectible figures for the 1998 version of Godzilla. And this has got fans a little bit in a tizzy. It's a D4Real figure, which is super popular, but it is not a super, important, if you will, designed for Godzilla. Not very popular. So, where do folks stand? Is this worth the purchase? Well, let's take a look to see whether or not he's worth adding into your collection. That's still a lot of fish. Though not a very popular incarnation of Godzilla, and the design that is very similar to this one used in Final Wars, which is named ZILLA, which is an entirely different creature, yeah, that whole thing happened. The D4Real is awesome. There's really not much I can say aside from it's very good. This really is, I'd have to say, at least one of the top 5 D4Real figures, if not top 3, because they nailed all of the points to this figure. Not only does it really lend itself well to that chibi style, they sculpted it really, really wonderfully. And the paint applications, whether it's going to be the nice decals that are used for the eyes, or you're going to have a subtle metallic coloration used for the dorsal spikes, which does include some glitter, X Plus just put 150% effort into this figure. Yes, again, this is not the best version of Godzilla that has ever existed, but this figure looks great. There are really no issues with paint application anywhere on this figure. It's in a fantastic pose that, well, folks know this incarnation of Godzilla to normally be in. Body control is super tight. There's no issues with any of the paint that's to be found on the teeth. All of the coloration for the main body, for the paint applications, we're going to have shades of brown, gray, and blue. It's all fantastic, even the brown that's used in the crevices on the dorsal spikes. Godzilla's in a nifty pose with one hand lifted up into the air, almost as if he's getting ready to pounce on something, to attack. Who knows what this Godzilla's going to do? Anyway, like I said, it looks great. On par with Shin Godzilla, 1954, 84? Yeah, I gotta say, it just looks awesome. I love it. Now, what could a Rick bonus for this figure possibly be? Well, I'll tell ya. We get ourselves a nice little baby Godzilla emerging from an egg. And what's even cooler than that is on the little vinyl base, there's a little fish on there. Yep. And guess what? Continuing the tradition with Big Godzilla here, little baby Godzilla has some pretty rock-solid paint applications. Admittedly, in a couple of areas, yeah, it could be tightened up just a smidge. But the egg looks great. It kinda looks like a xenomorph egg, which was kind of the inspiration, because we have a whole bunch of slime on it, mucusy, and it's edging over the side of the little circular black base. But Godzilla, baby Godzilla here anyway, does look creepy. And actually here it does mostly look a bit more like an iguana. So yeah, there's clear inspiration here. But that's not the point. The point is, this is a very neat Rick bonus, and it fits Godzilla 1998 really well. Now, well, nothing moves on either of these, so we're going to go ahead and move on over to the size comparison with some other figures you just might have, whether it's going to be other D4Reals, Movie Monster Series stuff, maybe even some SH Monster Arts. This way you can see how big Godzilla and Baby Godzilla would be if you're looking to add them to your shelf. So buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. Overall, this Deforeal here, like I've said many times throughout this review, and I keep repeating, is probably one of the best Deforeals available currently on the market, and I have a feeling that it's going to be very difficult to trump this one. Why? Not only is the sculpt amazing, but the paint applications for something that is mass-produced, it looks lovely. Plus the Rick bonus, yeah, a little bit more, but it looks great, and it is so fitting to this Godzilla, you almost have to get it. All in all, this figure is definitely worthy of the name Godzilla. Well, collectors, that brings us to the end of the video today, and I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for watching. Now, you've heard a lot from me. I'd like to hear a little bit from you. Drop in the comments down below whether or not you liked it, you hated it, or maybe you were somewhere in between. I also want to take an extra second here for a nice, humongous thank you to all the patrons for SDR over the last month who have really helped the channel grow into what it can be today. So to all of you, 2 big thumbs up. Thank you very much. And now the end card should be popping up, which will give you a few clickable links, like maybe to subscribe or head on over to my Patreon, or some short URLs like to my social media or to my Teespring store. There's also a video I hand-selected for you, so if you want to watch another STR video, I hand-selected some good content for you to watch, so definitely check out that video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch ya